Stupid iPhone storage. What's up, y'all? I already recorded a video, but I ran out of time. I was trying to do it while I drove to my second job. Didn't work out. Things were flying off of cars, wheels. It was crazy. There was like two things in front of me on the highway that is crazy, yo. So anyways, my name is Marshall Couture, also known as Plex, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics. And today I was able to get some stuff done during lunch, and it was really cool in some aspects today because I was really inspired to do a lot of stuff, and wrote some notes down and things like that. But I'm a little tired of being inspired. You know what I mean? My two jobs have nothing to do with art, and so it's cool. I mean, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm glad to have these jobs and all that, and I'm glad to be in the position I am in a way, where I don't have to work for clients, to do art. I really want to do my projects, and that's all I have time to do, and that's all I do, and when I do work on stuff. But I literally can only get like a half an hour in most days, and so much of the day I'm inspired to do the work, and I just can't, and then by the time I get home, I'm too tired to do it, because I have to do a bunch of stuff at home, and then I have to upload the video and all that, and when I'm done with that, I'm too tired, and I pretty much fall asleep on the couch trying to watch shows with my wife, so it can be frustrating, but some of that might change soon. We'll see. But I do look forward, and I look forward to the day that maybe I can do this kind of stuff for a living, because I have so many ideas, guys. And I was gonna say in the beginning of this, marshmakesart.com. That's the website where you can find all my stuff, but also donkeyjawprojects.com. If you were to type that in, it goes right to marshmakesart.com for now. But it's the site I used to have. It used to be my main site, and I ended up doing Marsh Makes Art because I was doing like art videos and stuff on YouTube, and it's kind of like my persona at this point, because people don't seem to know how to spell Marshall or Couture. I gotta stop saying Couture. That's how my family says it, but Couture is how I like to say it because I like that better, and I just kind of go with that. But people don't know how to spell either one of them, I mean, Marshall's kind of easy, but they always forget one of the L's or whatever. It's whatever. So Marsh Makes Art is pretty simple, pretty easy. So I'm sticking with that as like my persona. I think I'll always kind of go by that. But then Donkey Jaw Projects is like my imprint, where I, release all my stuff through, unless I happen to eventually release stuff through another publisher or in a collaboration with another publisher. That also could happen, so that's that. But so Donkey Jaw Projects is coming back. It's gonna have its own site and all that, so look forward to that and more updates on that. I'll probably be talking more about that on the Escape Artist podcast coming soon, for this next week. So yeah, I'm a little tired of being inspired, but I'm glad too, and I'm happy to be actually getting work done every day. So I'm about halfway through the lot of time I have because of my phone right now. So let's get to what I did today. Or actually, I wanted to also talk about, I figured out how I'm pretty sure I want to release this, this whole 12 stories thing. I have this idea to do kind of like the art of, and that'll be like my pre-release thing to kind of get people's whistles wetted or whatever. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's going to be called 12 Stories Under Construction, I think, and it'll have like the front cover will be a partially constructed building or whatever, and however I end up doing it, and that'll be like almost the art of book with some full stories, but maybe not fully colored. like probably, like I said, maybe 3 stories, and then also it'll have like sketches and all kinds of extra fun stuff, and it'll be like a floppy comic or whatever. So that'll be like what I bring to conventions until the book is fully finished. Plus it'll be like an art of book, and maybe I'll do, eventually do a full art of this book, who knows. But for now, that'll be like a thing I can do, and I think I'll also release it online. There'll be like a web version too that maybe is free, maybe not, I'm not sure. Also, and I was thinking about releasing it as a web comic, but I think I'm not going to do that. Sort of. Well, I am going to do that, but I'm going to release them, like each chapter, as a web comic as they finish to my patrons. So if you want to get in on that, sign up to patreon.com/marshmakesart, and you'll be able to get the stories as they come out. So there's that. And then finally, as kind of we all know, it's going to be released as like a graphic novel, a full kind of graphic novel book, through probably Kickstarter, unless I happen to blow up with my Patreon and I don't need Kickstarter. But I'll probably do a Kickstarter anyways, just because it's a good promotion tool, and it's a good way to kind of get the book pressed up, and maybe pay for a colorist or something. I don't know. We'll see. So there's that. Last but not least, what did I do today? For my project, I was working on Lizard Brain, but that's going to be called Attack of the Lizard Brain now. I got super inspired by watching Chris Quinlan, his videos, and Mike's videos. Mike Emirates. For some reason I couldn't think of that. I have like 1 minute here. But like the whole sci-fi take or whatever, I've been super inspired just because I always like to mess around with that. So I'm thinking that Lizard Brain is now going to have a sci-fi twist to it. So look forward to that. I'm running out of time, but I did write some with that. I don't want to, I don't want this to cut short. So thank you for watching. marshmakesart.com everywhere, donkeyjawprojects.com. But if you want to check me out anywhere, it's Marsh Makes Art. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. You guys rock. Stay inspired. Peace out.